Anna, and this is my TED Talk. In dance, you are constantly being judged. From when you're 2 years old to dancing professionally, you're always being watched. Every variation, performance, class you do is being assessed. How good is your turnout, alignment, and flexibility? And yes, it is also that you can improve, but as someone who has danced seriously for the past 10 years, it has led me to think about the effect that this can have on dancers. A study shows that over 20% of dancers across 6 opera houses or state theaters struggled with eating disorders, depression, or anxiety. And more studies have shown that these statistics are even higher with ballet dancers overall. Some things that may contribute to these anxiety disorders are low pay, stressful and toxic work environments, and peer pressure. Dancers are constantly being forgotten about. While some dance prodigies make more, the average principal dancer gets paid around $34,000 a year. Some would say this is a lot, but this is barely enough to cover rent for an apartment, plus food and basic necessities. And since most big ballet companies are in larger cities, that means that everything is more expensive, making it harder to live on a budget. Dancers are constantly being stereotyped. Many people underestimate the discipline and hard work of dancers. People don't always recognize how much work and effort performers put into their work. Dancers are independent. While in most sports, you are part of a team and work together to win, in dance this is true to a certain point. While everyone is working together and playing their part in the dance, you are always trying to be the best and get noticed, get in the front and center, and get a big role. Which brings me to my next point. Dancers are constantly missing out. A lot of times in dance or other styles, rehearsal cuts into all possible free time, making it hard to hang out with friends or go to other activities, which can make it hard for dancers to have friends or be social. Also, ballet or other styles of dance, in these styles, people get chosen for certain roles just based on their height or size. And this isn't fair because then those people get the recognition that they need because they're younger, smaller, or thinner, when they might not be as good of a dancer as some of the taller, older dancers that get put in the back. To add, a lot of people make it to way higher levels just based on how flexible their arches are or how much of a hyperextension they have. So a lot of times your fate and career as a dancer is decided based on your body. There's nothing you can do to change that. Dancers are pushed to fit inside the categories of an impossible box. Be thin but not skinny, be tall but not giant. Be hyperextended but not in a creepy way. Be strong but not muscular. Reach through your fingertips but don't totally extend your arms. Stand up straight but not too straight because you don't want to break your natural line. These are just a fraction of the things that we hear every single day, and sometimes it gets unbelievably hard to keep going, but yet we do. Dancers are constantly being judged, forgotten about, stereotyped, and misunderstood, isolated. So why do we do it? Why do we keep going after experiencing all of that? Well, first off, most people don't. Most people quit when they are 7 and move on with their life. But what about the people that don't quit? Well, as someone who has chosen to continue this long with dance, it is because the amount of joy and happiness that you experience when you're on stage isn't even comparable to what you go through to get there. That's why. That's what it's all for. It is important to recognize the fact that not all of these teaching styles are bad. It is important to push yourself and understand discipline and always work hard. We push ourselves past our limits to do what we love most. Dance. Thank you.